Okay, what's up, mga Marites? I'm back. And total, sa previous video ko, napag-usapan na natin ang tungkol sa first top 2 sa survey ng presidential and vice presidential candidates for the upcoming election in May 2022. Si Sara Duterte and Bongbong Marcos. And dahil sa medyo matindi ang labanan sa kabilang partido, pag-uusapan na rin natin ang tungkol sa dalawang tandem, the tandem of Leni Robredo, Vice President Leni Robredo, and Senator Francis Pangilinan. So actually, if we will base dito sa survey, sa Pulse Asia Research, sa survey nila is 3, 4, 5, 6, pang-anim. Pang-anim po si Leonor or Leni Robredo. Pero wala po dito sa listahan si Senator Francis Pangilinan. Okay, pero dahil tandem sila, okay, pag-uusapan natin. At kikilalanin natin yung dalawang uh, presidential and vice presidential candidates. Okay, so let us start with Madam Leni. Okay, so here's Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Gerona Robredo. Okay, so si Vice President Leni po ay ipinanganak noong April 23, 1965. So she's also a Filipino lawyer, politician, and social activist. So Robredo was the wife of the late Interior Secretary Jess Robredo. So yun nga yung after namatay si Secretary Robredo, she also Vice President Leni Robredo served as the representative of Camarines Sur's 3rd District from 2013 until her inauguration as Vice President in 2016. So, parang before, hindi naman talaga kilala si Vice President Leni, but after yumao si Secretary Robredo, is mas nakilala siya ng sambayanang Pilipino. So Robredo is the second woman who served as Vice President of the Philippines after Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and the first president from Bicol region also. So in 2016, Robredo was awarded by the government of Thailand for her work and advocacy in women's empowerment and gender equality. Under her leadership, the office of Vice President also received the ISO 9001 or 2015 certification for the office quality management system. So, ang party list nga ni Leni Robredo, ang sa kanila ay kulay pink. Okay. So, pag-uusapan natin, para mas makilala pa natin lalo si Vice President Leni Robredo, pag-uusapan natin yung kanyang early life and education. So, she was the first of 3 children born to Naga City. Okay? Siya po ay anak ni Judge Antonio Gerona and Salvacion Santo Tomas. So, Leni Gerona attended the Basic Education Department of Universidad de Santa Isabel in Naga. Okay? And she earned her degree in economics from the University of the Philippines, Diliman in 1986 and proceeded to study law at the University of Nueva Cáceres, graduating in 1992. And also she passed the bar exam in 1997. So, having passed the bar on her second attempt in 1996, she admitted in May 1997. Robredo served in the public attorney's office, a role in which she often took up the defense for cases pursued by her husband, who by then had become mayor of Naga. So, sa political career naman, no, bago naging vice president, si Madam Leni Robredo, ano nga ba ang kanyang mga political career before? So, Robredo ran in Camarines Sur's 3rd Congressional District during the Philippine general elections in 2013. And she was proclaimed winner, beating Nelly Favis Villafuerte. And during her term in Congress, Robredo was the vice chairman of the House Committees on Good Governance, Public Accountability, and Revision of Laws, and a member of 11 other House panels. So, other than that, the first law the first law Robredo authored in Congress was the Full Disclosure Policy Bill, which would have mandated all government agencies and their subunits and projects to disclose their budget and financial transactions in a conspicuous manner without any request from the public. So, dapat talaga, ito yung first law na pinasa ni Robredo. So, after niya naging congresswoman, okay, ito yung portfolio niya. Hindi natin to nakita dun sa kay BBM and Sarah. Hindi ko na-present. Pero si Wikipedia, medyo mas kompleto yung ano niya ha, pagdating kay Lenny. So it says here that she was also a member of the 16th Congress. Okay, and the principal author, one of the principal authors of the House version of Tax Incentives Management and Transparency Act. And other iba pa na mention dito is the National Children Month Act, meron din. Charter of the Quezon City Development Authority, Open High School System Act, what else? The extending the corporate life of the Philippine National Railways for 50 years. And many more. Okay? Medyo marami. People Empowerment Bill. So, she supported People Empowerment Bill. Actually, this is to create partnership between the local governments and civil society through the establishment of the People's Council in every local government unit. Okay. So, naging vice president na nga po si Vice President Leni Robredo on October 5, 2015, after her three daughters set aside their initial objections. Ayaw kasi talaga ng mga anak niya na parang sumali pa siya sa politics. Kasi siguro, nandun pa rin yung takot, no? Their dad died and hindi malaman kung ano talaga yung reason. Was it really an accident or was it, you know, set up? Okay. All right. So Roberto won the election with 14,418,817 votes. That's 35%, 35.11% of cast ballots. So, yung nakatunggali nga niya this year, that election was Senator Ferdinand Marcos, who got 263,473 votes. I mean, yun lang yung ano nila, yung gap, no? So that's only like 0.64%. So Robredo was sworn in as Vice President of the Philippines on June 30, 2016 at the Quezon City Reception House, which she had since used as her office until now. So Robredo first met President Rodrigo Duterte. Ito nakakatawa no kasi talaga yung mga tao ginagawa ng istorya yung mga ngitian nilang dalawa ni President Duterte, yung kanilang titigan, ano, yung mga tao talaga. Ginagawa ng istorya. Pero talagang kahit gaano man sila kakilig tingnan, talagang si hirap na magtrabaho silang dalawa in a project. Kasi andun pa rin yung gap, yung political gap between the two. Napakahirap kasi talaga nun kapag yun yung ego ang pinapairal. So, she later paid a courtesy call on him at Malacanang Palace on July 4. It was their first formal meeting actually. On July 7, Duterte called Robredo during a press conference to offer her the cabinet position of head of the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council, which Robredo accepted. So Robredo is the third vice president to head the government agency focused on housing programs, following her immediate predecessors, Noli de Castro and Jejo Marbinay. Okay. So on December 4, 2016, Robredo was informed by the cabinet secretary Leoncio Ivasco Jr. to desist from attending all cabinet meetings starting December 5, which prompted her to release a statement tendering her resignation as the chairwoman of the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council effective the following day. Mm. So, ito yung mga policies. Okay, mga policies. Yung first is the Robredo has spearheaded programs under Office of the Vice President. It's called Angat Buhay, benefited 83,707 families across the country in its first year of implementation. So aside from that, meron din yung COVID-19 pandemic response. So during this time, the OVP under Robredo provided free shuttle services for pandemic frontline workers, free swab tests, telehealth services, and raise funds to relieve operations across the country. Also in 2019 Philippine Senate election. On October 24, 2018, Robredo officially launched the opposition senatorial slate for the 2019 senatorial election, declaring that the opposition is alive. So, meron ding mga fake news saying na Robedo has been a constant victim of memes and fake news. Yeah, numerous fake news stories have been manufactured on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other blog sites. So, okay. So there are lots of information in here about Robredo, but let's jump to the personal life. Okay, so Leni was married to Jess Robredo, whom she met while working at the Bicol River Basin Development Program. So nagkakilala sila noong 1987 until nung namatay siya sa plane crash noong 2012. So the couple has three daughters. So sabi nga ni Vice President Leni, she has three daughters and all of them are girls. Okay. So, Jessica Marie or si Aika Robredo, Janine Patricia or Tricia, and Jillian Therese or yeah, si Therese. Okay, wala nang nickname dito. So the youngest is Jillian and she's currently studying biomolecular science. Okay, so I think that's all for for Vice President Leni Robredo. So, sa katandem niya naman, let's go. Let's go. Sa katandem niya na si Francis Pangilinan, si Sana All. Sana All. Okay. So, this is Mr. Francis napakahirap naman ito. Pancratius Kiko Nepomuceno Pangilinan. Napakahaba. Ngayon ko lang nalaman to. Kung hindi pa ako nag-research talaga. Okay. So, Kiko na lang po. Senator Kiko na lang po para mas madali. Okay. Ipinanganak siya noong August 24, 1963. So, isa din siyang Filipino lawyer, politician, and farm owner, serving as a senator of the Philippines since 2016 and previously from 2001 to 2013. Okay, graduate po siya ng University of the Philippines College of Law and Harvard Kennedy School. So, si Pangilinan po, si Senator Kiko po ay nag-serve as Councilor of Quezon City from 1988 to 1992. So, and now he is running for Vice President of the Philippines in 2022 election under the Liberal Party. And kasama niya nga po si Vice President Leni Robredo. Okay, pag-uusapan natin kung saan nagtapos ng pag-aaral si Senator Kiko. Siya po ay he completed both his elementary and secondary education at La Salle Green Hills in 1977 and 1981. So, Pangilinan took Bachelor of Arts in English, major in Comparative Literature at the University of Philippines Diliman and played a varsity athlete for UP Fighting Maroons volleyball team. Okay, so in 1997, Pangilinan moved to Boston, okay, and Massachusetts to pursue his Master of Public Administration at Harvard University Kennedy School of Government, where he graduated with a general average of A. Matalino po, matalino. Okay. Boboto niyo ba ang isang matalino? Nasa sa inyo na yan. Okay, so yung political career niya naman sa Quezon City ay naging 4th District Councilor po siya, and he was the youngest councilor in 1988. And during his stint as councilor, he became the founding president of the National Movement of Young Legislators. So sa Senate naman, hindi rin nagpapahuli si Senator Kiko Pangilinan, and he was elected to the Senate in 2001 and was re-elected again in after 6 years thereafter. So, nagkaroon po siya ng award. He was first elected as Senate Majority Leader in 2004. Naging Majority Leader siya. Jingo Estrada was voted Senate President. Okay. So this is Jingoy. Jingoy Estrada is the son of Joseph Estrada. Okay. So, while Pangilinan was the major leader of the following assumption of Manuel Villar to the chambers, the leadership of the 14th Congress. Okay. So, naging Senator Kiko Pangilinan was also a cabinet member of the Aquino government. So, as OPAFSAM head, he pushed to the creation of the Cocoa Levy Trust Fund for coconut farmers in an attempt to rectify the Cocoa Levy Fund scam involving former President Ferdinand Marcos and his cronies who collected taxes from farmers Okay, so bumalik siya to Senate in 2016. Okay, he was placing eight overall, pangwalo po siya sa ano sa mga senators na naboto. Okay. So ngayon nga po ay 2022, he is running as a vice president alongside Leni Robredo. Okay. Um okay, I think umabot na tayo sa time where we will discuss a little bit about his personal life. Sa Pangilinan is married to actress and television personality Sharon Cuneta magmula pa noong 1996. So, meron silang dalawang anak and one is a singer and songwriter Kaki and one adopted son. Hindi ko pa nakakita yung adopted son. Okay? He is also the stepfather of actress and singer Casey Concepcion, Cuneta's daughter, whom he legally adopted. Okay, Pangilinan and Cuneta own the Street Spring Country Farm. Wow. Okay, mga kamarites, namaos tayo doon kasi talagang napakahaba ng credentials ng dalawang ito, si Vice President Leni Robredo and Senator Kiko Pangilinan. So, um, narinig nyo na, nakita nyo na yung kanilang mga credentials, yung kanilang contribution sa ating country. And nasa sa balota nyo na po, mga kamarites, kung sino ang iboboto at sa tingin yung nararapat na maging leader ng ating bansa. At ipapaalala ko lang sa inyo ang quote na ito. Bilang guideline, bilang paalala, reminder sa darating na election in 2022. So leadership is not about executive position or title. It is about connection and influence. As its highest, leadership is all about adding value to the world and the blessing lives through the work you do. Okay, pakatandaan na po natin ang sinabi ni Robin S. Sharma. This is very inspiring and naway maging gabay po sa ating pagboto. Mga kamarites, huwag niyong kakalimutan to click subscribe and hit the notification bell para naman lagi kayong updated sa mga na topics and issues pagdating sa politics, showbiz, and global issues. For now, mga kamarites, I have to bid goodbye and I'll see you next time sa ating mga chikahan. Bye!